completely destroys you.
Sophie Turner finally reveals why she burst into tears while walking with Joe Jonas.
Did you guys feel betrayed?
Oh yeah, my initial reaction was shock.
What almost destroyed Sophie Turner and Joe Jonas?
I'm not walking back into that emotional roller coaster again.
I'm a people pleaser.
You please people because you think if you don't make waves, they'll let you stay around?
Yeah.
It was us against the world, you know?
And how did Game of Thrones almost ruin Sophie's life?
It all of a sudden just kind of hit me. Maisie and I being friends with each other was quite destructive.
There are certain memories from my childhood that I would really rather forget.
I was probably a little bit envious, somewhat jealous.
Love isn't always easy.
Sophie's life changed forever when she was cast in Game of Thrones.
I think it's just your dream coming to life, really, in front of your eyes, and it's amazing.
Another child with big dreams, Joe also found success at a young age.
Overnight, we're a band. And that's a lot of pressure for somebody that age.
But along with early success came harsh criticism.
They were saying Disney created a band who were these cookie-cutter boy band brothers, that everything was perfect, and they used purity rings as a way to sell music to kids.
Quote, my friends and I were not Jonas Brothers fans. We hated them.
But as bad as the hate was, Joe always had his brothers to lean on.
Sometimes that hang with brothers is so important.
The healthy relationship that we have now, I think that's the most important thing.
As life on Game of Thrones intensified, Sophie formed a powerful bond.
Maisie, who was on the show with me, and she's just a year younger than me, and she and I were growing up together. She was my best friend.
Fueled by similar troubles, Sophie and Maisie hid from the world.
We've had a whole mental health thing in my family. I've suffered with depression for about 5 or 6 years now. Maisie and I being friends with each other was quite destructive. We never socialized for a couple of years. We didn't socialize with anyone but ourselves.
Like Sophie, Joe's life was built around his best friend.
We really never said no to the point of exhaustion.
I don't know if it was a panic attack, but it felt like that. I couldn't breathe.
At the peak of their success, Joe was blindsided by his best friend.
Why did you do it? Why did you stop Jonas Brothers?
Creatively, we were sort of stalled, probably because our emotional relationship was stalled.
Did you guys feel betrayed?
Oh yeah, my initial reaction was shock.
What hurt the most is that it came from Nick. Because he is my best friend. And I thought that me, Kevin, and Nick were gonna do this forever, and it was us against the world, you know?
As they grew isolated from the world, both Sophie and Joe suffered silently.
I didn't tell my parents and I moved to London, out of their house. Then I could do everything on my own.
There's no way in hell I'm gonna be doing this again.
It was really tough for me because I felt like I can't do anything without my brothers.
Though they were worlds apart, Sophie and Joe's lives were about to collide.
How'd you meet?
Instagram.
Really?
Yeah. We had 2 friends who tried to introduce us, but the reality is that I took matters in my own hands and I, as the kids say, slid into her DMs, right into her heart.
Desperate to fill the void left by his brothers, Joe showered Sophie with love.
When someone tells you they love you every day, it makes you really think about why that is, and I think it makes you love yourself a bit more. Because that was something that I stripped away from myself for years.
With Joe's support, Sophie worked towards loving herself.
I feel much better. I've been doing therapy. I'm on medication, and I love myself now.
She's incredible, but more than that, a great person, and it inspires me to do what I love.
It's been one of the most healing things for me.
Joe helped Sophie heal, but his heart was still broken.
I recall nights where there was a lot of tension within the family and fighting. I kept thinking, like, if I go through that hurt again, the man I am today is probably going to take it just way worse. I can't be broken again.
Seeing Joe's pain, Sophie urged him to reach out to his brothers.
How did she help get the band back together?
Just helped me personally. It was really helpful to get her take on it and also her support. I see her amazing relationship she has with her brothers, so this was an important thing to be able to mend.
Family will do anything for each other. I certainly will. I will do anything for my brothers.
What we realized in all of it is that we had to start further back and heal some of the wounds, working through some of the stuff that we put under the carpet for 6 years.
And as Sophie kept healing, she passed on the lesson to her best friend.
Started to love myself, and now I wouldn't dream of telling myself that I hated myself.
And as Sophie and Joe tied the knot, Maisie was there as maid of honor.
The sisters.
Sophie and Joe's story is proof that love can pull us through the darkest times. And by speaking up when we're in pain, we can find a path towards healing together.
People
Right.
shouldn't be ashamed of it. So many people plagued with depression or anxiety. If people just like opened up to their friends even, or their family, it would be okay. The best thing I ever did was just talk about it.
It's been a long road. In finding myself, I was also able to find a partner. The impact of falling in love has made me want to be a better man, a better person, and ultimately made me a better brother.
Learning to love yourself is the biggest challenge.